All right, are you ready? I literally love this one. Let's look at some optical illusions. What do you see? Let's find out. We're going to investigate. All right, take a minute and look at this illusion. And what do you see? So in terms of this one, look at the horizontal lines. Is there one that looks longer than the other? Now, if you're in my class, you have this sheet and you're going to write your answer. What do you think? Which line, which horizontal line looks longer? Write your answer down. This is for number 1 before going on. This is called the Ponzo illusion. The line in the foreground, okay, so what do I mean by the line in the foreground? This one. It appears shorter. So it was named after an Italian psychologist, Mario Ponzo, not shockingly. Both horizontal lines are literally the same length, but the diagonal of these lines creates the illusion that these are moving backward away from us. So then this line appears shorter and this line appears longer as a result. So were you right? Or did that illusion confuse you a little? Let's try another. What do you see here? For this question, again, my students, you have this paper. Does this picture appear to be moving? So take a moment and look. Do you see movement? I promise it's a still image. So do you see movement? This is something called optical art. The pictures typically seem to move. The image is not animated. The motion is perceived because there's a lot going on. So there's a lot to process with the shapes and the colors and all this stuff going on. So our brain is kind of overloaded and perceives motion when in reality there is none. All right, want to look at a couple other examples? Here's another example of optical art. Look at that. Oh, not animated. This is a still photo. Again, seems to move, but it's not animated. All right, ready? Let's try another one. Okay, give this one a second. Usually what happens is you see some sliding. The top half and the bottom half seem to kind of slide past each other. But again, there is no movement in this photo, okay? All right, let's go on to another one. Are you ready? What do you see here? So take a moment, look at it. If you're in my class, you're going to write it down. What do you see in this picture? This is a rabbit's head. Wait, what? Okay, so the beak of the duck becomes the ears of the rabbit. So here is the beak, but this is also the ears. So this would be the back of the head if we were talking the duck, eye in the same place. If we're talking about the rabbit, here would be the nose and the mouth, okay? This was first published in Germany in the late 19th century. All right, are you ready? Let's go on to the next one. All right, what do you see here? So if you're my student, you have this paper. So which square on the cube looks like it's in the front? Okay, now if you don't see a cube at all and just see it as a two-dimensional thing, appearance, write that down. But what do you see? All right, this is called the Necker cube. Okay, it's a drawing of a square that doesn't really have clues about its depth. It's named after, shockingly, someone named Louis Necker. So some people are going to perceive this right here, this, as the front cube, or alternately that as, the front square, or that as the back square. So it kind of depends on where you are with the depth. Okay, so let's try another. How many dots do you see? So for this one, my students, you're writing it down. So how many of those dots can you see at the same time? So try and count how many you see at the same time. So don't go dot by dot by dot. Look and see how many you could count in your field of vision at the same time. Okay. All right, this is called an extinction illusion. So we only see certain things in the center of our vision. There are literally 12 dots, but we can only see a few of them at a time, okay? So we can't see all of them. So let's try another one. All right, for this one, look at the center, at the plus sign. So there's some colored dots around the picture, around the outside. If we focus on that center plus sign, they kind of seem to disappear. All right, let's try another one. Okay, for this illusion, stare at the plus sign again and see what starts to happen to the other colored circles. Whoa! Did you see it happening? Again, we're only going to see certain things in the center of our vision, so those colored dots appear to disappear if we focus on that plus sign. All right, let's try another one. What do you see here? You're in my class. Write it down on this paper. What do you see? Two things, wife and mother-in-law. So a 2018 study in Australia showed that what you see can depend on your age. Younger participants tended to see the younger woman, so this one right here, while older participants tended to see the older woman, like here. Which one did you see? All right, are you ready? Let's try another one. My student, you have this paper. So for number 7, what you're writing down is, in what direction is this dancer spinning? So write it down on this paper. She's spinning clockwise, she's spinning counterclockwise. Which way is this dancer spinning? Write down your answer. Okay, so this spinning dancer could be spinning clockwise, could be spinning counterclockwise. There's not enough clues about depth for us to really be able to see it one way truly or the other. For some people, they can see her switch and start spinning the other way. Can you do that? Can you make her switch the other way? And there you have it, optical illusions. It's going to be a little more review in class, but you should have filled this out and hopefully you learned a little bit about optical illusions.